All right, now we're going to do a very clean beauty makeup on this lovely young lady. If we take a real close look at her, it's Jennifer, right? This is Jennifer. Jennifer, you have such beautiful skin. I'm going to turn you around so the camera can see you really well, okay? Just like that. All right. And let's take a close look. And analyzing her skin, she's got a really beautiful, even tone, lovely even tone. A few little blemishes here and there, but nothing really to speak of. And we'll be able to take care of that practically with just the base itself, okay? So let's turn her around. The first step that I'm going to use is a small amount of moisturizer. I'm going to take the moisturizer just like this. What we're going for is an extremely natural look first. Now with the same sponge, I'm taking some special dark olive number 1 and using the damp sponge and the moisturizer. This is the application of the foundation. Now remember, we're working with a model that has an absolutely exquisite skin. So we don't want to put a lot of makeup on because we want to show that skin off. All right. And right now we've got a real nice application of foundation that gives her a really almost porcelain kind of finish as far as the reflectivity is concerned. Now a little patting. Now that is the application of the foundation. There's no more needed than that. There's your foundation application, all right? I'm going to use Studio Base number 8, and I'm just lightly going to apply it under her eyes here, and between her brows, and a little here. Now I'm going to take the sponge back around with some of the actual makeup base, just like this, so that there's a nice light application of highlighting right under her eyes, just like that. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to take some cheek color, and I'm going to use a color called Cola, and I'm going to take a little of the Cola, just like this, and blending it right into our foundation tone, all right? And we're going to take the same sponge with the Cola, just like this. Give me a big smile. And I like using a tissue to blend it, take off the excess. Smile for me. And very lightly, and now the clean side of the sponge, very lightly blending it. And what I'm going for is retaining the tone of the face, retaining that beautiful, exquisite skin texture, or natural skin texture. I'm going to put a little bit above each eyebrow, like this. Blend it out this way and this way. Maybe a little bit right here on the earlobes, a little on the sides of the neck. And this is Studio Base Olive number 15. And I put a little bit, I'm going to allow a little bit of that Cola to go into it to warm it up a bit. Remember, this is a damp sponge. Now let's look over here. Smile, and very, very lightly, smile for me. I'm going to apply this like this, just like that. All right, and then with the other side of the sponge, just blend it down. Remember, we're going for an ethereal look, a very see-through look here. We're going to powder very, very, ever so lightly, and we want to retain a translucency to the makeup, all right? Because we're going for a very, very nice, natural look. So I'm looking very closely to make sure that everything that I've done, there's nothing in the hair, everything is nice and smooth, and there's a nice highlightation coming from the skin, not powder, all right? I'm not going for a powdery look. It's going to be a black pencil. I want you to look up for me. And very lightly, smooth, like this. And for a very natural look, all I'm going to do is lightly put the point of the pencil right near the lashes. Very, very good. Now I want you to look down to the right, or left rather, that's it. And I'm going to first just take a small amount and put it right in here in the inner corner. Close your eyes so they're tearing. That's what's, without adding the powder, you can tear as much as you like without the powder on there. I'm going to use a combination of powders This is my medium powder, and I'm using it as a translucent powder, very, very lightly. Okay, allowing some of the natural shine of the face to come through. Okay, this black cake liner. Going to start right in the innermost corner and just very quickly drag this right across, like this, and out. I'm going to apply some Ultimatte, black Ultimatte, and what I've done is I've wet my brush slightly so that I'm picking up more pigment than I am cream. Now we'll let that dry. While that's drying, I'm going to look at her brows, and we're going to brush her brows up like this. We'll let that all dry. I'm going to brush this all away, and I'm going to just do the tiniest bit of hairline strokes, just to accentuate. See, what I'm going for here is to, this natural look that I'm trying to achieve is, and I believe I am, is to see finite detail. I don't want to blacken, I don't want to darken her brow completely in. I want to see little individual hairline strokes so that you can go in real nice and tight and still have it look as though this is her own hair. Now I'm going to blend this top edge very ethereal, make it very ethereal. I'm going to darken this slightly, soften the top edge. I'm going to use this Q-tip and a little taupe, a small amount of taupe, and a little bit of brown cake liner like this, ever so lightly, because I want to retain the lid. I'm only going to darken this area right out here with the tiniest bit. Bring it in like this, and lightly with the clean end of the Q-tip, come in, soften it down. So now I'm going to take and apply mascara. Again, we're still going for a natural but somewhat punched up look, but not really a lot. This is black cake mascara. I'm going to start right here at the very base of the lashes and paint the lashes like this. Then I'm going to bring them up. Lightly, just hitting the lashes like this. I'm going to use a little bit of this midnight brown. Even though we're going for a natural look, I'm going to add just a tiny bit more right here, just at the outer corner. Not too much. What I'm going for is to accentuate the beauty and line of her eye without just blacking it or darkening it too much. I'm going to take a small amount of lip gloss, and I'm going to take a small amount of the cheek color, and I'm going to blend these together. Now I want a very, very light hint color on her lips. Not completely void of color and not too dark. I'm keeping in the caramel tones. Smile for me. That's it. Just like this. Just ever so slightly. I'm going to put a tiny bit of gloss by itself right here and right here. I'm just going to touch her here just a little, just to bring back a real nice glistening of actual skin tone. Just to give a little bit of color to the actual lashes, straighten out the lashes like this. This is that wonderful little mascara brush. Okay? It's from Guerlain. You can see how that really separates them. That you can also take and work this brush, especially if it's clean, you can go right up through the brows like this. Now we're trying to retain a glow, a very natural glow. We don't want a lot of makeup. I don't want a lot of makeup on her. All right, just a glow, because her skin is so exquisite. It's so beautiful. I'm going to take a little of this 665G chestnut and turn it this way slightly, and I'm just going to lightly deepen right here, like that. And then this way. And just deepen like this. And this is the last touch. This is our dark tech, okay, big smile, which is going to bring the harmony of her cheek, of her lip color into her cheeks. Now what we have here is a very ethereal, very light, soft makeup with highlights caused from the pearlescence of the taupe that I put on her lids and the gloss that I've placed on it as well. I'm going to do one thing to finish this makeup off to really pop those eyes. And this one thing is the use of Studio Base Olive number 3 and 4 mixed. Now remember when I told you never to powder under the eyes? Well, this is why, because we want to do a really nice highlight right here. This is our base tone. And I'm lightly applying it just to bring down a little bit of the lightness of the highlight. Such a beautiful girl. And the makeup allows that beauty to, her own natural beauty to show, all right? It's allowing her own natural beauty to show, and it's not being imposed on her. It's just accentuating her own naturalness. Now smile for me slightly, that's it. And look right to the camera. Good, okay, now let's take you out onto the stage and see you in 3200 Kelvin light.